Hello, Ken Ott.
Hello, how are ya?
The gorgeous, stunning Ken Doll. What ethnicity are you?
Filipino.
Me too, I actually knew that. I just wanted to say it. You were born where?
In the Philippines, in Dagupan.
Oh.
So,
Say something in Tagalog for everyone.
hello po yung mga Pinoy naman dito. Kamusta kayo? Ito kami dalawa ni Ethan. Magko-collab na kaming mamaya naman din. So,
we're gonna rock, paper, scissors it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, well, I am such a big fan of yours. I think you're so strikingly gorgeous. I have a really hard time focusing because you are one of the most beautiful men I've ever seen. I mean, you're smooth, you're chiseled, you have the most beautiful face. Like, really. Like,
I don't know about that.
Oh my gosh.
You'll meet more, trust me.
I've met a lot. I've been doing this for 4 years. And
I feel like I'm just down here.
Why do you feel that way?
It's because like I look at myself and I'm just like, okay, I mean, I think you look good, okay. And then for me, it's like I look at myself and I'm like, I think I'm normal. That's it.
Normal?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what world you live in. I mean, you think you're normal is like, you're drop dead gorgeous, and you've been gone for a while. But where have you been?
In the last 7 years.
Is that how long you've been gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
7, 8 years. I did a couple of things, like, I tried a white collar job, blue collar job. I was a dealer, poker dealer.
Poker dealer, clarification, not that kind of dealer, poker dealer.
Yeah, I always just say dealer, but poker dealer.
Yes.
And then I was a truck driver as well.
Truck driver?
Yeah, semi-truck driving.
Oh my gosh, long haul.
Yeah, long
haul.
Wow. I lived in a truck for like 2 years. So
like you didn't have an apartment, anything?
No, nothing.
You live in those trucks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hot.
I lived in the trucks and then I go to like truck stops and then.
And what do you do at the truck stops?
Not much. To be honest, like at the end of the day, you're just like really, really tired, and then you just want to like bust one out real quick and then go to sleep.
Oh gosh, I mean, fantasy. Come on. Yeah. But really, you never ever had any sexual encounters at the rest stop?
No, never. I didn't have sex for like 3 years at one point.
Oh my gosh, I am so thankful that you're having sex again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anyways, you said that you took 7 years off. What made you stop?
Well, I had a stalker, and then I was hiding from him. So that's the only reason why I stopped. Is because of like that stalker.
Did he get caught?
No. Well, I mean, I knew who he was.
Oh.
I'm not gonna, announce his name.
Awful.
But so that was pretty terrifying. The moment that I was in, I felt like I was in a movie. Like it was just crazy.
But now you feel safe and you're ready to get back out there for all of us.
Yeah, of course.
So, well, thank you. And I'm glad that you're safe and everything worked out. Everyone, myself, the world is so happy to have you back in porn. Right?
I'm happy to be back, really.
What made you decide originally? Because you started adult industry what year?
2014.
14. Very different landscape than it is now, right?
Yeah.
How did you get started? What made you decide to do it?
So like at first, I lost my job and everything, so I was like, let me, and then I got asked, and then
Who asked?
So it was Landon from Gay Hoopla.
Okay.
And then he asked me, and he was like, hey, this is what we do, and then if you're down for it, and I'm like, okay. But during that time, I was like really shy, like in camera and everything, and then I was. I didn't want to do it because I was like, maybe this is like, a scam or something.
Totally.
And then
he just wants to take pictures of you. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And I got to the point where I'm just like, I got desperate and I was like, maybe I'll try it and see. Okay. And then from there, it was just like, hey, history is made.
Okay, yeah.
That's when I started. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad that I just like, took that leap of faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there a lot of Asian performers when you were doing it back in 2014?
2014, no.
Okay.
No, not that I can think of.
Okay.
It was like a while ago. But no. But like, at the same time, like let's say 2016, that's when I signed up with Peter Fever.
Okay. Yeah.
And then that's when I met like more Asians.
I see. Would you think that the evolution, now that you're coming back into the world, has changed for how Asians are treated in the industry?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of like, so I got out 2017, and then during that time, it wasn't like, I didn't see it like going anywhere just yet. Until like it started like booming, and I was like, wow, there's like a lot of Asians that I see now, and now that I'm back since 2024 October, and then I was just like, I'm seeing like many more
Right.
of like Asians. I was like, wow, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when I hide, like I stay away from social media. I did like social media, but like just private. Nobody really like followed me or anything.
So now are you on social media?
Yeah.
Okay, so where can everyone find you?
So my social media is KENOTT666 on all of them except Instagram, 4 6s.
4 6s on Instagram,
Yeah.
okay. So Ken Ott 666.
Yeah.
Or 6.
Or 6.
Yeah, I mean, you heard this a lot, but like, you were like someone that I looked up to. I saw that I was like, oh, he's so sexy. And because your face is up there, it makes me feel like his features are more similar to mine than anyone else up there. So then people might find me attractive. You know what I mean? You gave me permission to feel sexy. And I think that that's one of the biggest things about representation. And it's weird because people say that to me now, and I'm like, it's weird because I'm like, that literally I think Ken Ott. And I remember in one of my very first interviews that I ever did with someone, they said, who would be your dream to me? And I said, you. And now it's
really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
I'm honored, I guess.
You should be.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Well, you're very humble. And I think it's, one of the big things is for a long time, all media only represented Asians with very undesirable stereotypes. And because those stereotypes are what people thought, to have someone that comes in and can say, oh no, I don't just play those types of characters, but I can also be the jock, or I could be the prince, or I could do all of those things. Like Cinderella. Remember when Cinderella, Paulo Montalban was the prince? Do you know this one with Brandy? It was a complete colorblind in the 90s. Like it was like...
That's a different one I'm thinking
Oh,
of.
okay.
Yeah,
with Brandy and Whitney Houston.
Yeah, okay.
You know it?
No, I don't. I'm thinking of something else.
Well,
I was like,
it was amazing because the prince was Filipino.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
And so it was like, never in the 90s would we have seen a prince be Filipino, And so we're always like the sidekick or the friend with glasses helping you with like your homework, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that you are similar in that way, that you are showing the sexy side of what Asians can be, right? And it makes other Asians feel like we can do that too. So that's what I was saying earlier. Yeah.
A lot of the feedbacks that I've been hearing is that you're like the sexy Asian or whatever, and you don't see a whole lot of Asian, at least like back then. So
no, absolutely,
and then now that I'm back at it again, everybody's like, wow. And even like the new ones that meeting me for the first time, they're like saying like, hey, you look really hot. I was like, oh, okay.
You don't know it. You know it. No, you said
the thing is like it's not like I know it, but it's like I hear it a lot.
No, absolutely.
It's just like a white noise to me.
Are you fully open about your work? Does your family know?
No.
Okay.
They knew back then.
Yeah.
But they don't know that I came back again.
Okay.
Yeah, and then kind of like just wanted to like keep it on the hush.
When you did it last time and they knew about it, you just told them you're gonna stop, and now it's a secret.
I mean, regardless, like I'm planning on telling them again in probably July.
Yeah. It's crazy because as a porn star, as someone who is not straight, you have like two coming outs, right? Like you have to be like, oh, by the way, I like to sleep with guys or whatever. And also when you do adult entertainment, there's a second coming out because you have to say, by the way, I'm also doing this type of entertainment, right?
Yeah.
So you're doing bi work now. You do bi and gay.
Bi? Yeah. Yeah. I did my first bi 2 months ago in February, and then I just released that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and how was it?
Oh, it was good.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow, this is it was so interesting because they were like married couple, and then at first I was like nervous because I was like,
sexy.
Yeah, well, I was nervous though because like I was like, oh wait, this is my first time that I'm get to do like a couple, and I was just like, oh. And then I did my second bi scene, and that one was like, they're not couples. So I was like, hell yeah. So I was like really going at it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you top and bottom in those?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of like the monkey in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love being in the middle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the guy was like, he was so big. I was like, it took me a minute because like he was, I'm not used to like big, but like you are like a perfect size.
I'm perfect. I'm gonna just remember that Ken Ott said I was perfect. And I don't remember the rest of it. So what is your sexuality?
I don't really like have like sexuality preference, just because like I do this, and then at the end of the day I'm just like this is just for work and everything. And even if like outside of like this, I don't really like typically like date or anything.
Okay.
I've been single for like, let's see, 2022. So 3 years now. Yeah. And ever since then, I was like, I have like no desire of like either woman or men or whatever.
Right.
I'm just like a robot, I guess, right now.
You just enjoy sex.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? As I've gotten older, generations often want us to put labels on things, and I think that more people are fluid than they think and want to admit, but because society holds barriers on us and asks us to choose a sexuality, people are like, where do I have to go? And while I do think that there are people that just want to sleep with the same sex, or people that only want to sleep with the opposite sex, I think there's a lot more people that are in the middle than we actually give them permission to be. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, for sure. Wow, you explained that really well. Actually, I have like a better understanding now, because I was like thinking that, well, I mean, my preference is like either or, and sometimes like this is what I like in a day, and the next day I'm like this is what I like. Yeah. So it just depends on like what my preference in a day. I guess.
So if you don't like me tomorrow, I'll just have to think you might like me the next day.
No, it's not like that way.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm saying like in generality.
No, I'm kidding.
But you, of course.
What's one thing that you want people to know about you that you don't think people know?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, like if people don't know that I'm actually like really genuine and nice and kind.
Oh,
so,
interesting.
You know what I mean?
Tell me more.
Well, because like mostly like I post like a lot of like pictures with shirtless and all that, and then some people might think like oh, maybe he's like an asshole or something.
Oh, I see.
And I'm like, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like very gentle, if anything.
He's not an asshole. He's a gentle, kind man. So and I can definitely vouch for that. So well, I'm so glad that we met. Yeah. This is not going to be the last time.
Of course not. Yeah.
So thank you.
And I'm also going to be like moving here next month.
Okay, so, for me.
For him.
Just kidding, no. But yes.
But we'll do this more often, of course.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.